Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, and this being an episode called Dirty Objects. Toby and Henrietta work at the quarry every morning, and they do look old-fashioned and do need new coat of paint. James was very rude whenever they saw them. Ugh, what dirty objects, he would say. Then Toby would say, James? He asked. What? At last, Toby lost patience. James, why are you weird? I am a splendid engine, you see, ready for anything. You never seen my paint dirty. Oh no! Then Toby came up with an idea. A naughty idea. There's this new engine named Cody. He's at the docks. And I want you to go see him. I don't know. Just go see him. James went redder than ever, then sped off, growling and sneering. After James finished his passenger run, so Tom Hunt went to see him. James, since you finished your passenger schedule, you're going to deliver some coal. You're going to deliver some trucks of coal to the depot. James really didn't like this. He wanted to still pull some passengers. So he needed to leave his coaches behind. It was a small freight, stopping at every station. The trucks were only one direction in the yard, and it made James so hard to do it. Come along now, he would say. He would drift the trucks hard. Ah! Woo! That hurt! Stop! The trucks. Oh! Ah! Ah! This will teach you a lesson. He biffed the trucks hard. From dirty cars, from dirty sidings. Dirty car. Dirty cars from dirty sidings. Yeah! James was beginning to lose his patience, and before the guard could wave his flag, James went away instead. He was enjoying himself. And he was enjoying himself indeed. Then he didn't notice that the points were set danger. But he didn't know the points that it was set for danger. The new engine had just arrived and was just pulling James's coaches. It was just starting to get the hang of it. James was jealous about Toby. Cody was the new engine from Strasburg, Pennsylvania. He was number 90. It was a big, strong engine, faster than Gordon, and stronger than the other engines of the wooden railway. Suddenly, he ran out of water from the siding. Oh dear, he cried. What should I do? He found out soon enough. On top of Owens Hill, James was struggling. The trucks wanted to pay him back from bumping him into the freight yard so hard. trucks seems to have come when they came down to the bottom of the hill. Hurrah! Hurrah! They shouted. And then, with a mighty big shove, they shoved James right down the hill. On! Yelled the cars. I've got to stop! I've got to stop! He yelled. James yelled. And he has to. But the driver and fireman could not. They tried to slam on the brakes. Sparks flew everywhere. When suddenly, it began to get a heat wave. James lost control. He spun past the red signal, and he was in the exact same line where Cody was at when he broke down. Then disaster lay ahead. Johnny's passengers weren't hurt. Neither did James. But James and Johnny's driver and fireman jumped clear before the crash. The trucks, James' coaches, Johnny and lay dazed and surprised. But James was unfortunately literally off the rails, completely 100% on the grass. His driver telephoned for help. So Tom Hack was having macaroni, collard greens, and chicken for dinner when he heard the telephone ring. He answered it. His driver told that it was an official emergency on James's line. I'm coming right away, he boomed. So Topham Hatt and Hero rushed to the scene of disaster. When they arrived, they were shocked and stunned. So Tom Hatt got out of his car immediately talked to James in his serious words. James, why were you going so fast and crashed into Johnny's coaches? Sir, those were my coaches. It doesn't matter. But from you going so fast down Goins Hill, you're gonna be on punishment for this. Sir, it wasn't me. I swear. Sparks were flying on me everywhere. Then it began to fire and I lost control. And there was those trucks. Whoa, James, slow down. Hero. Exactly. We don't even know what you're talking about, agreed Cody. James started to say the whole thing, what happened, and told the truth slowly. But Sir Tom Hatt did not listen. He still thought that it was himself. The truck stayed silent. They didn't want to get on punishment. They're going on punishment too far for lately. So as your punishment, you're going to be spending with the Diesels. No! Hero couldn't do it alone. Neither could Rocky. So they're going to need help with another engine, two more engines, and another crane. Soon, Hero got some help with Thomas and Percy. Oh, thank goodness. Thomas and Toby? Someone give me to cut my eye through! Dude, what's your problem? It's only me. Toby, you shut up and stop talking to me. James, that's not Toby. That's my best friend, Percy. You want me on punishment for your life? No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Good. So, while this mess is cleaned up, I shall talk to you while we get to the shed overnight. At the sheds, James remembered what the Fat Controller said. A couple days he had been repaired. from that hard accident. Now Hero will be taking Cody and James' place. And Hero was so happy to be pulling passengers in Express again. James still told the truth, but he wouldn't listen. But he still wouldn't listen. Suddenly, his driver recorded everything on tape, so Tom hadn't looked at it. Suddenly, he realized he was telling the truth. James, it seems to me you were telling the truth. No punishment for you. It's those trucks. Next morning, you should take me to them at once. Then he walked away to his car. Yes, I guess I'm not going to get punishment after all. He tooted happily. After hearing that, James was the happiest engine of all.